Hello lovelies, a warm welcome to you all. Today, Evelyn is going to be teaching you how to make shortbread cookies 2 ways. It is much easier than you think, so let's get started. So these are all the ingredients you need. 2 sticks of butter, room temperature butter. You also need 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, a 1/4 cup of milk powder, 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, and 2 cups all-purpose flour, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. That's all you need. You don't need nothing else. First of all, unwrap your butter. I'm using 1 stick butter that is salted and the other stick is not salted. I just want that little bit of salt to balance the sweetness, just a little bit, okay? You don't necessarily have to do it. That is my personal preference. And I'm adding the powdered sugar. I'm going to cream this until it is nice and creamy. If today is your first time on my cooking channel, you are warmly welcome. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit that red subscribe button below your video. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix it in until it is well incorporated. To my returning subscribers, I say a big thank you to you. Your support is highly appreciated. But I still need you to tell a friend about my cooking channel so they can also subscribe. So this is what you're looking for, nice and creamy. And then we are going to add the rest of the ingredients one by one, okay? So first we are going to sift in the all-purpose flour. That is 2 cups. I highly recommend you use powdered sugar because it's going to save you time. Because if you use granulated sugar, you're going to cream until the sugar is dissolved. This time the sugar is powdered already, so you don't have to do that much work. And you can also increase the quantity of sugar you used. I think 1/3 of a cup is perfect for this recipe. But if you try and it's not sweeter enough, you can add more. For a little bit of protein, add your powdered milk. It is optional though. The cornstarch is my secret ingredient. It is going to help the cookies hold its shape, and it's also going to make it a little bit crispy. You don't have to add this, but it's highly recommended. After stirring with your whisk, you're going to be needing your hand to do the rest of the stirring. So make sure your hands are washed and clean and knead it a little bit. No vigorous kneading, gentle kneading for about 1 minute and you're done. So when you're done, it should be looking like this. In between 2 plastic wraps, you're going to roll your dough. You're doing this because the dough is still soft. You can also keep your dough in the refrigerator until it solidifies a little bit and then you can cut. But for me, I think cutting it once the dough is still soft is much easier and much better. For this one, I want the thickness to be 1/2 inch thick. So I'm just rolling it like that. But the next one, I'll show you how you can also make it the round ones, that is 1/4 inch. Now that this is done, I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator until it becomes more firm. And then I can cut. That way it is able to hold its shape and it looks really nice. With this dough, I want it to be 1/4 inch thick. So I'm going to roll it until I get that thickness. This cookie is really forgiving. You don't need to do any vigorous kneading. You don't need to do any vigorous rolling. It is simple and straightforward. So now that this is done, it is also going into the refrigerator until it hardens a little bit. If you're still watching, that means you like the video. So please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and don't forget to share. Thank you very much. Because I am refrigerating my dough before cutting, I am not going to refrigerate after cutting. And like I said, this dough is very forgiving. You can even decide not to refrigerate it at all. It took just about 30 minutes to get to this stage. Not very hard, but this will help hold its shape like I said earlier on. So I'm going to use my cookie cutter. I'm using 2-inch cookie cutter. You can use any cookie cutter of your choice, but I think the 2-inch is really cute. And also, if you want to save some of the cookies for a rainy day, when you're able to cut it and hold its shape like this, you put it in the freezer, and anytime you want a freshly baked cookies, you just take some, thaw it on the counter for about 10 to 20 minutes, and then you bake it. I totally forgot how to show you how I do that in this video, but in my next video when I'm making another cookies, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere, make sure you watch that one. I will show you how you save some for a rainy day. These cute little guys are ready to be baked. It's going into the oven now. With the help of my dough scraper, I am going to cut strips like about 1 inch in width and 4 inches in height. Do not let that bother you, okay? Just cut it anyhow. Anyhow is the how, right? Yeah. You don't need to be perfect to do this. So just cut it anyhow and bake it. The only thing is the taste. If you have the taste, then you got it. And you also don't need a dough scraper to do this. You can even use a knife or a pizza cutter if you have it, okay? I think I forgot to tell you the temperature in which I'm baking my cookies. I am baking the cookies in a preheated oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. But please be careful and keep an eye on your cookies because every oven varies, okay? And bake it for about 15 to 18 minutes. Like I said, keep an eye on your cookies. The brown edges of the cookies will tell you they're done. They smell good, they taste good, and I know you're going to love it. So if you think about making this a little project or making this and sell, it is a good idea. I think you're going to have fun in the kitchen. So make this your project next time and let me know how it went, okay? Thank you all so much for watching, and if you haven't done so already, please click the red subscribe button and also tell your friends to subscribe to Evelyn's cooking channel. I thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you, have fun in the kitchen, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye lovelies. And hey, don't forget to invite Evelyn to the tea party. Adios.